Well, we've all known for quite a while that Spider-Man 4 will be coming from Marvel Studios, but we haven't gotten any actual news. It's been pretty quiet on that front for a while, but now a new report seems to indicate not only when the movie will be released, but also plans for who will be in the movie, as well as some details on the possibility of a certain alien suit being a big part of the film. Let's dive into everything that's going on Spider-Man. Well, after watching Marvel Studios make all kinds of changes to their schedules, many people, myself included, are wondering what's the deal with Spider-Man. We know that Sony Pictures still has an ongoing deal with Marvel Studios, but there is a ton of uncertainty surrounding the future of Tom Holland's version of the character. We haven't gotten a lot of details from anybody official, well, short of Holland hinting he might be done playing Peter Parker, which I think was a little bit of a ruse, but still concerning. But then, yesterday, we got a report from the Cosmic Circus. Now, I'm going to say before we dive into this report, remember always, if it's not from Marvel Studios, or Disney, or Kevin Feige for that matter, treat it with a grain of salt and take it as a rumor. These guys have hit tons of home runs, but we want to make sure we differentiate between scoopers and actual releases. Now, the team over at the Cosmic Circus has provided multiple new details, including a release date and who else might be joining Spider-Man in the film. Now, what they're reporting is that Spider-Man 4 will hit theaters on July the 12th, 2024, just under 2 years from today. Now, I have to say, this kind of raises a little bit of a red flag for me, to be quite honest with you. This release date is actually 2 weeks before the Thunderbolts. And although with Marvel Studios moving a lot of films, it doesn't make a lot of sense for them, at least to me, to drop another pin on the calendar so close to a movie that's already set to be released. There obviously could be some behind-the-scenes negotiations going on with Sony, and July the 12th is a great weekend to open, so Thunderbolts very well may be moved, or the date itself could be bogus. Also, considering how many other things are moving around and creating some space, especially with Secret Wars and Fantastic Four being delayed, then Spider-Man might fit in nicely there, but I would expect they would have to expedite the process. Now, one of the things the other report revealed is, per what Kevin Feige said a couple of weeks ago, Spider-Man is going to be a big part of the world, at least that street-level part of the world, for Marvel Studios. In the report, they actually said, and I quote, "This street-level story we're being told may actually handle the aftermath of Daredevil Born Again." Now, this doesn't confirm it, but it does really seem to indicate that not only will Daredevil be part of the upcoming film, but so will the Kingpin. And I have to say, if this is true, I find it to be very good news. The Kingpin has been a Spider-Man villain as well as a Daredevil villain for a really long time, and this provides the perfect space for some sort of interesting crossover. Now, typically, the Kingpin does employ various Spider-Man villains, and it would be a great way for Marvel Studios to either bring some of those to life, or bring some back, like the Scorpion. Now, the report did drop one other interesting tidbit of information, and that is on the alien suit. If you remember correctly, Eddie Brock left a little piece of Venom behind when he returned to his world, and they gave us a little bit of an update on that. Now, they are saying, at least in the upcoming movie, that will not factor into the story, but fans should expect the symbiote to come into Peter's life during the second trilogy. This leads many people to believe, especially me, that Spider-Man might actually get the black suit like he did in the comics in the original Secret Wars event. During that event, his costume got quite tattered, and he found an alien machine that actually gave him the symbiote, and that's when he donned the black costume. Now, like we were saying, you have to take all this with a pinch of salt, because we really don't know what's going on with Spider-Man or the MCU at this very second. Marvel's obviously playing their cards very closely, but we can keep our eyes peeled for some clues. I personally don't think we're going to have to wait that long to see Peter Parker, and I would not be surprised at all if he makes some kind of appearance in Daredevil Born Again. If this report is true, it would set up that particular story rather nicely, establish the relationship between the two characters, and confirm what Kevin Feige said, that Daredevil and Spider-Man will indeed be leading a group of street-level heroes. Now, obviously, we're covering everything web-slinger on this channel, so if you want to get all of your Spider-Man updates, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll bring them to you right away. But until we know more, what do you guys think? How do you feel about the possibilities of Daredevil and Kingpin being part of the next Spider-Man movie? And do you believe that July 2024 release date will hold, or there's going to be some more shuffling? Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.